Hi NM family, Dom Tremanson here, teacher of the Athletic Movement Program by NM. Here today with Vanda Tremanson. If you recognize the name, that's mom right here. So I'm really excited. We're gonna go through season opener. So you've seen the program on TV and on the app, and now we get to do it in real life, okay? I think a lot of people sometimes when they see the HIIT programs, they're intimidated by the high flying antics, the footwork, and the plyometrics. So we're gonna do a couple modifications. We're gonna show today like the many ways that you can complete this. So the first, we're just gonna go through all the exercises. There's 4 exercises in this program. The first one is the forward hop. What I tell people in the video is draw that imaginary line in front of you, and with both legs at the same time, you're gonna hop forward and then back over the line. So that ends up being a continuous movement. We're here. Our arms are moving. One key point is to have that low hat position. So where your head starts is where it stays, and the only thing moving is your hips and your feet, and we're over the line. So with that kind of intensity, right, sometimes that can be hard on the joints. And so there's multiple ways we can kind of tone down the intensity, decrease the load on the knees, decrease the load on the ankles. One way to do that is to just take a break in between jumps. So simple down modification, you're just gonna hop, you're gonna basketball pivot, and you're gonna hop back.
Okay, knees bent each time, right?
Knees bent on the catch and on the load, okay? Give that a try, just a couple reps here. Excellent, that's it right there. You got it. Nice work, nice work, okay? So,
easy. So
that's easy. So now we're gonna try 10 reps of that, okay? So we did about 3. Think we got it?
And interval between, like a second, 2, or?
Yeah, take as much as you need. I think we shouldn't need more than 1 or 2 seconds, okay? But we're gonna go 10. One jump is 1. So we're gonna go 10 total, okay?
You count for me.
I will.
Can't keep track.
So arms up, and here we go. Jump, and that's 1. Pivot, and 2. And 3. Yeah. And 4. Got some hops. And 5. And 6.
Wait.
Catch your breath. And 7. And 8. And 9. Nice. Good. Excellent. All right, let's shake it out. Shake it out. So, 4 quarters. That's quarter 1.
You sound out of breath.
Quarter 2, out of breath.
And I'm not.
No, I'm just trying to make you feel good.
Okay.
I am a little bit out of breath. I'm not gonna lie. So that's the first one. 4 quarters. Second quarter, plank punches. Okay. So sometimes people hear plank, they're like, ooh.
That's me.
But don't worry, we got plenty of modifications. We'll start slow, and we'll crank it up once we get comfortable, okay?
Right.
So, 2 ways to do the plank to start off is either in high plank position like so, or in low plank position, right? And then another modification of that is to be on your knees, okay? So, what I recommend is that we start on our knees. For demonstration's sake, I'm gonna be in high plank position. And what we're doing from there is a punch. So when you punch, you're gonna reach out with a fist and you're gonna punch straight in front of you. Something to think about is like you wanna imagine that there's a glass of water sitting on your lower back, right? So similar to what they'll tell you at physio sometimes is, you know, if that hip starts to come up, then we're losing that balance, and we really need to use our core and activate our core to keep that as rigid as possible so that that glass of water sits there and doesn't fall side to side. So when we're punching, tendency is to reach like this, right? That water's, if it's a glass, it's smashing. We need to try and maintain a rigidity in our core and reach out and punch. And now that's incredibly difficult, right? So option to be on your knees, right?
Right.
Option to be in high plank. And if we still don't feel comfortable with a punch, we can do a forward arm raise. I think that's what I'm gonna get you to try to do here, is be in a high plank position. You can be on your knees or up, and you're just gonna reach your arm out, straight in front of you, and back down. That's pretty good. Okay?
That's 1.
Yep, so that's 1. Why don't we start with our knees,
Okay.
and we're gonna do alternating for 10 reps.
This
Okay?
hurts right now.
Yep.
Right there.
Okay, so then you can try the high plank variation. Boom, okay, so we're just like this here. Bring your knees a little bit farther back, so you're using a little bit more core. And just like so, find your balance alternate. Come down. Just like that. That's it right there. That's 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
6. There it is.
How many you doing?
7. 3 more. 8, 9, 10. Good work. Excellent. Yup. Catch your breath. Get back up. Shake it out.
Oh gosh, I'm out of shape.
That's right at the halfway mark. So that's 2 quarters.
Whew, okay.
We got 3 coming up. Okay. 3 is the squat. This is a bend from the knees. Slight bend in the hips. I want to get to that low hat position. So we're squatting all the way to 90 degrees. You can have your hands at your side. You can have your hands here for something to hold on to. You're just gonna squat to 90 degrees and back up. Now some people with tight ankles, tight hips, tight knees, find this a little bit challenging, okay? So the down modification, option to bring a chair, option to just minimize the range. So I'm saying 90 degrees is the goal, but if we can't get there, that's okay. Sometimes we just want to get to just a slight knee bend. So we're here and we're pulsing instead of all the way down here, right? So choice is yours. We can also grab a chair to do assisted box squats.
Let's start at number 2.
Number 2, okay? So we're just minimizing the range ever so slightly. We're gonna squat to about 45. And we're down here, and we're back up and extending, popping the hips. That's 1, okay? So let's go for 10 right now, okay? That's 1. That's 2. That's 3.
And I have bad knees.
That's 4. Knees looking fluid. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow. Wow.
Easy.
Didn't think I could do
We're
that.
moving. You didn't think you could do it. See, all you gotta do is pull back a little bit. You realize what you're capable of, and then you can crank it up from there.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's shake it out. 4 quarters, right? So that was 3. This isn't hockey. We got 4, okay? So the next move, arguably the most challenging, okay? Combination of everything we put together is the burpee.
Bring it on.
And people hear burpees, they're like, oh man, that's a whole lot of push up and a whole lot of jumping. But we can always turn it back, right? And so the way I teach the burpee, you want a slight bit of a push up. So we almost want to get to 90 degrees with our elbows in that push up position. Starts by falling to the ground. In military push up, you're literally just falling.
Yeah, I'm
Right?
doing that. Okay.
Don't do that. So we're in this high plank position to start. And the idea with the burpee, we're coming down to 90, we're hopping up, and we're jumping at the top. That's 1 rep, okay? So the down modification of that, right? Because that's what we do in the program. There's always a way to turn it down. The down modification is simply walking into push-up or high plank position. So we're walking down like so, okay? We're coming up. Once we're at standing, 1 jumping jack, okay?
Demonstrate that
Yep.
again.
So we're down, high plank, then we're walking back up, jumping jack. That's it right there. Another modification, we just stay standing, we do some jumping jacks. The whole idea is that this is a full body sort of cardio type exercise, slight plyometric at the end, right? If we don't feel comfortable with getting our elbows involved and having to get all the way to push-up position, we can eliminate that entirely and just start with the push-ups. But I think it's a challenge for you.
And even
think
if I
you can
do
get it
5,
done.
it's better than none, right?
Exactly.
let's
So
just-
another way to decrease the intensity is to decrease the volume of the amount of reps, right? So if you can't do 10, you can do 5, right? And remember, right now with that modification, there's no push-up. All it is getting into this high plank position, boom, and we're back up.
All right.
Okay, so let's try and go for 10.
Okay. I'm a little bit nervous.
I'll do it with you. Here we go.
Okay.
Ready? Down high plank, back up. Good, jumping jack. That's 1. Good, 2. 3. 4.
Jumping jack needs some work.
Looks pretty good. 5. How we feeling? Good. Let's keep it going. I like it. 6. 7. Nice. Easy. I can see it. 8. Let's Skip 1, 9, 10. Excellent work. Hey, that's 4 quarters.
Feeling warm.
Strong work. Got through it.
Still got it.
So the only difference between now and what we're about to do is we're putting it all together. Okay? We've been taking breaks. Now the rest time gets a little bit smaller, but the exercises are different muscle groups.
No pain,
Right?
no gain.
No pain, no gain. Sometimes, like, you know, what I really like about like HIIT style programs, you can get a lot of work done in a very small amount of time. So here, you know, it takes a while to learn the exercises, and there's always that learning curve where things are gonna take a little bit more time. But once we get the exercises down and we know the format in which we're about to go, you can go and get this done in under 5 minutes. Done a great
No, and
workout.
the way I feel now, it's like a 20-minute Zumba, right?
Exactly.
My breathing. Ooh, okay.
Yep. Okay, so do you remember the progression? So the first one was the forward hop.
Right.
Yep, you're right, that thing, right? And so we're lengthwise with the mat. We're gonna do 10, okay? We're gonna get a little bit of a break, you know, like maybe 10 seconds catching your breath. And we're going right into our plank punches, right? Which is where we had you on your knees in high plank. And we're doing our front alternating raise for 10.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
follow.
The next one was the squat for 10,
Oh boy.
right? For those of you following at home. And then the last one is the burpee, the modified burpee. So we're in the high plank and we're up for the jumping jack. Okay?
10, 10, 10?
10, 10, 10, 10.
Okay.
I think we got it. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's get it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Excuse me.
10. I had to make sure I out-jump you. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it.
You would even.
Good work. Okay,
So it's our break right now,
so
right?
quick break. We're already kind of 5 seconds in. So I think we got about 5 seconds, then we're into our alternating plank punches. So you're on your knees, you're in high plank, and your front alternating raise.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna demonstrate the high plank
And I'm
plank
gonna do
punches,
the-
and you're gonna do the raise. Okay?
Got it.
3, 2, 1, let's go. So you can be on your knees, and you're just doing the alternating raise.
Right.
Yep.
I forgot.
3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, we're back up. Remember squats now. So we got 10 squats coming up. Take about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Do you
And
have a-
one more for good luck. 11.
Do you hear the bones creaking?
Yeah,
I don't like it too.
bringing in that fluid.
Okay,
Just gotta get them moving.
I'm ready.
How are they feeling though? Feeling good?
I don't like that noise, but yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes we gotta ignore the cricks and
No,
cracks. As long as you're
good.
feeling good, there's no pain. I think we're in a good place. Okay, the last one here,
Oh, the burpees, right?
the burpees.
Okay.
Correct. So I'm gonna demonstrate the full burpee. You can demonstrate the moderated version. Remember the moderated version, coming into your high plank. You're stepping up first, finding your balance, finishing with a jumping jack.
Got it.
Okay, so we got 10. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo! 2 more, here we go. 1 more. Great form. I love it. Excellent work.
Take a hug for that one.
Excellent work.
Okay.
Okay, good work. Killed it.
Son.
You thought you couldn't maybe, but we found out today capable of a lot more than you think, yep. Okay, so I'm just gonna walk you through a little cool down. You know, really important. We spend a lot of time getting the heart rate up. Now we gotta bring it back to balance so we can get back to the rest of our lives, right? You know, workout is a small part, it's an important part, but there's still more to the day. So let's cool that body down, bring that heart rate down, increase that blood flow.
Yeah.
Start with some breathing, right? So tempo breathing, what I like is trying like a 3-second inhale, 1 second pause, and then a 3-second exhale. We're gonna repeat, try and get about 5 reps of those.
I can do this.
At your own pace. This one we
I
can
can
do,
do
right?
this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's start it off. Just shake it out a little bit. You feel that? I feel it like a little bit looser. Okay. So the first thing we're gonna do, just cross your arms and then bring them back and kind of just swing them like
Yourself
so.
a hug.
Give yourself a hug. It's good. Okay. Now, next one is a little bit of a challenging mobility exercise. Some people say this feels like a bit of a workout.
Okay.
But really, we're just kind of bringing our body back to balance.
Thanks for the warning.
Resetting the hips, resetting the hammies, okay? So what it starts with is just a squat, okay? So it's tempo squat. We're not working out here. We're just trying to get back to balance. So nice slow squat. When you get to the bottom, you're gonna reach down, and if you can't grab your toes, you can grab your ankles. I'm gonna grab my toes just because my arms are freakishly long. Okay,
That's
we're
my
gonna come up, hamstring stretch, okay? Your hands are gonna stay on your ankles or on your toes, wherever they were to start, okay? So we're getting a hamstring stretch here. You can sway to the side, take a beat, then on the way down, you're back into this low squat. Your hands are coming up, and you're squatting up, and you can shake it out. We're gonna go for 5 of those.
The moderate version of that?
The moderated version is essentially just bringing your hands higher up, closer to your knees. So what you would be doing here, hands are up to start, you're gonna squat, you're gonna reach down, grab your knees, come up for that stretch, come down, hands up,
Okay.
and standing,
I'll
okay?
start with yours, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to modify that one.
Which one?
This one.
The hammy?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'll start.
So yeah, let's try it and see how we do, okay? So maybe we don't need to squat all the way to 90 either. Maybe we can just squat 45, come up here, squat down, hands up, and come to standing. Yeah, so don't grab your toes. I think
that
that's
hurts.
too much.
Yeah.
But come to either your knees or your shins, because I think you can get here pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, hands together to start. Just a low squat. You don't have to get all the way to 90, so you can stop here if you want to. Reach down and grab something, knees, shins, whatever you feel comfortable with. Hold it there and come up for a stretch. Let that head kind of
Good
sit.
at the back.
Feel that a little bit, should
Oh, yeah.
feel good. And we're back down, reaching up, and come into standing. That's 1 rep. Simple.
Feels
Got
good right here.
the motion?
Yeah.
Good. So we're gonna go for about 4 more here, 5 total. Okay. For number 2, coming down, reaching down, coming up for the stretch, take a beat, coming back down, hands up, standing up. That's 2. Round 3. Boom. Hands down, coming up for the stretch, hands staying, come back down low, hands up. That's 3. Let's go for 4. Boom. Back down. Hands up. Reach for the sky. And 1 more. Squat. Reach down. Hamstring stretch. Back down low. Hands up. And up high. Good work. Shake it out. Okay, let's come have a seat. This is my favorite part of the cool down. So you're just gonna sit on
Just
your mat.
facing
Yeah, whichever is comfortable for you. You can even face forward, we don't need too much space. And let's start here. We're gonna put our feet together. Bring your heels as close to your butt as you can without losing that sort of slight comfort that you have. And you wanna have your hands on your feet like so. And essentially, we're trying to get as long as we can with our torso. So if you can imagine like a rope pulling the top of your head and your spine to the ceiling, and then you want to take that belly button and try and bring it to your heels. So how I help myself doing that, because I'm not that flexible, is by trying to pull myself with my biceps closer to my body while staying rigid in my upper body.
And where am I supposed to feel
In the
pain?
hips.
In the hips?
Yeah, so you're gonna feel that right here.
Okay.
Now everybody has a different weakness, and a lot of people I find, especially women, tend to have more flexible hips than I do.
I'm feeling it in the groin.
Yeah, you feel it in the groin as well.
Doing it right.
For sure. Good, hold for about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now you're gonna bring your legs out in front of you, and you're just gonna give the back of your knees a little bit of a massage, just like this here.
Yeah, that's good.
It's nice. Yeah, you're nice and comfy, I like it. Okay, and then the next, you're just gonna widen out your legs. Okay, similar type of stretch, different angles. We're now gonna start on one side. Some people can reach their toes. And again, I have freakishly long arms. It's not so much about what you can reach to with your arms, it's more about what you can reach to with your torso. So same thing, you wanna reach to the sky with your head, nice rigid upper body, and then you wanna bend, try and get your belly button to your knee. And you'll see how far your true range is. Mine's really like over here, okay? We're gonna hold that stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can come up, but then we're gonna come back down to that same spot, and we're gonna rotate our hands over now to the middle. Good, that's it right there. Same rules apply. Trying to bring that belly button now to the cement floor or your mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you can come up, grab yourself a little bit of a breather, but then we're back down and we're rotating to the right, all the way to the right leg now. And toes or shin or knee, and then that belly button all the way to your knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, you kind of shake it out.
Good.
Good.
You're not bad.
I'm okay. I've done this a couple times. Okay, the last one here is bringing your heels closer to your butt now, kind of like we're sitting down, knees closer to our chest, and you can have a little bit of separation between your feet, but I actually like what you had before. Your feet are almost touching, and this is gonna be a little bit on the lower back, so be careful with this one. If you feel like it's too much on the lower back, that's when you would widen your base, okay? And it's okay to have your feet come off the ground, but the idea is that they stay in the same relationship to each other. We're just gonna bring our knees to the side, and we're gonna try and maintain this rigidity again. This relationship with our upper body should stay the same, and you're working windshield wipers, like so. Boom, just slowly back and forth. One hip might be tighter than the other. It's a good time for some body awareness. Have an understanding of which hip or which ankle or which knee might need the most attention, all that good stuff.
Everywhere.
Yeah, me too. Good, so let's go for about 5 more. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whew. Good. Opportunity to talk about some modifications. Today what we didn't use was the cushion. Sometimes it's not about your range or an injury. Sometimes it's just about comfort. And so if we're on a surface like this, you might need a little extra cushion. For me, we're about to get into a hip stretch, and I know that my knee's gonna kill on this floor. So I can grab a pillow, I can grab a mat, I can grab a cushion, and I think I'm gonna grab the cushion. You're gonna be on the mat, and you can face me so you know what you're doing. One knee's gonna be down, the other knee's gonna be up. Boom, okay? So this hip, the knee that's down, that's the hip that we're working. So the same arm is gonna be up into the sky.
Uh-oh, coordination?
Right? Not necessarily. We're pretty stable here, pretty balanced. You want to find some grip with that back toe. So if you curl that foot up, then you're gonna have a little bit more stability. If it's down like
Good
this,
idea,
you're
good
gonna be
idea.
nice and loose, right? So you bring that toe up, kind of dig that toe into the ground, you're gonna reach forward, and essentially you're taking that butt and you're just propping it forward. And you should feel that stretch in your hip. Good. A couple cues, try and keep that toe in alignment with the knee. And yeah, we're just gonna
That's
pulse
better,
back and
yeah.
forth for about 10 on this side. If you wanna get really deep, you just reach across even farther.
Maybe at the end. You said 5?
3, 4, nice, and 5. Okay, we can stay on the ground and switch, or you can get up and switch, whichever is more comfortable.
Hey, I'm loose now.
Exactly, look at that mobility, okay? And same thing on the other side. So same arm is up as the leg that's down, opposite from this leg, and we're pulsing forward. Remember, it's coming from our butt and our hip rather than from our upper body or our knee. So boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, coming back to standing. The last and final is the eagle stretch. And then we'll get into our workout.
What do you mean?
I was waiting for that. I was a little delayed. I'm joking.
We're finished.
Yeah,
Almost.
we're almost done. This is the last part of the cool down. Okay, so your feet are gonna be shoulder width apart. Let's be on a 45 so we can address these people, these fine people behind the camera here. And we're gonna open up our arms, okay? We're gonna reach for the sky, okay? Once we're up nice and tall, we're gonna push forward with our hip. We're gonna keep our core tight to protect the lower back. We're gonna reach back to where it's comfortable but challenging.
I don't fall.
Okay, so tight core will help you from falling too far back. And then we're coming all the way forward, bending from the back, letting ourselves hang. And you can rotate side to side here. Good, and same thing, that's 1 rep. We're going for 5. Reaching up to the sky. Reach, 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 and then bend. Tight core, tight core. Good, and then back to curling up. Lower back stretch, and then rotating across. Like you're running clockwise and counterclockwise.
Oh.
That's a tight one for everybody. This one gets me the most here. Good, that's 2. Let's go for 3 more. Reaching for the top. Core, core, core. Bend, bend, bend. And back forward.
2 more to go.
2 more. How about 1 after this? Reach up to the sky. Bend, bend, bend. Tight core. Coming forward. Bend over. Get side to side. And we got 1 more. Coming up. Tall, tall, tall. Reach for the sky. Tight core. And bend. Hips forward. And curl it up. Back to the sky. Over to one side. Over to the other. Bend your knees and come back up.
Let's do 10 more.
Awesome work. You want more work?
That was
That was
good.
awesome.
That was good.
How do you feel? Yeah.
Ready to go.
It looks like you got more in the tank, right?
Huh? I know, I was surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so that's really
This is
good.
After work.
After work, yeah, we're coming from work,
Nice.
doing a little workout. I think, you know, when you think about HIIT and when you see the program, all the time, hey, I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
We need to like do something different.
Yeah.
But really the answer is like we need to find the proper modifications.
Well, what I'm thinking now, because always I go home and it's like I'm dead, I'm gonna hit the couch. I feel
Yeah.
more energized right now, so I can actually
That's awesome.
go out for a walk versus sleeping.
That's what we love to hear. And that's kind of the whole idea. I think a lot of people lose touch, like fitness-wise. They'll say, you know, with experience, we'll call it experience over, you know, age and all these other definitions. But it's like over time, you start losing touch with why it is that we have a routine with movement. It's not so much about the aesthetics or like what I look like or these goals of fitting into a specific dress or clothes. It's more about how do I feel daily. And what people are neglecting is exactly that point. It's like, the fitness and the working out is what gets you that extra bout of energy.
Right.
I don't have the energy to go to the gym because I just had this full day of work. But really, you take that time to do that 5-minute stretch or 5-minute workout, you're gonna have more energy for the end of the day.
You don't know it until you try it. No, seriously, I feel really good. I haven't tried anything since, 6 months ago.
I'm really happy to hear that.
And yeah.
And I hope that's like, a message to everybody that's kind of felt that it's been in that similar maybe fitness rut where, hey, I can really try this and I need to pay more attention to the modifications that are given in certain workouts to understand like what is my appropriate starting point. Because it's not motivated to see a workout that's this crazy footwork and you don't really know where you fit in. But understanding that like, especially our programs at NM, everybody's really focused on creating programs that are for everybody. And so with every program, whether it's kickboxing, boxing, resistance training, there's always a place to start. And you kind of just got to find it and decrease the volume or decrease the intensity and you'll be good to go.
No, this is great. This is great. I mean, I used to be the kickboxer, you know that, right?
Yep.
And everything else. But the injuries that I've had, I think this is better. This is better. Because I'm feeling, honestly, physio in this.
Low impact, body
10 years
weight.
less. Yeah.
Cool. Well,
Thank you,
thanks
son.
again, family, for tuning in. Thank you, Mom. If there's anything to take home from this workout, is like sometimes even the most stubborn can find something within like the modifications of a program. It starts off, looking too challenging, but if you're listening carefully, there's always a way to modify it if it's too challenging. If it's not challenging enough, there's usually a way to turn it up too. It's not every day that you get to work out with my mom. So I'm just excited to be behind the camera working out with you, and hopefully, this will kind of start a wave of us working out together.
Started. You're gonna have to come to my place.
Reach. Oh, yeah, reset.
Sorry.